Good time of the day. Today we got actually two very interesting questions. The first question is related to the 20-week study called 20-week study of clinical outcomes of over-the-counter COVID-19 prophylaxis and treatment that we recently published. It's available on PubMed and available on our website, full article for free, open access. And to explain it, to kind of build on the previous video, what's new. And the second question is also very good. It's about our view of medical marijuana. We decided to cover the first question now and the second question in the next video. So without further ado, let me go and talk about the study.
Hello, I've been coming to Dr. Margolian's for 9 years, and before that, I struggled with pain. I have a rare disease, and he is excellent and knowledgeable about everything. And I love the clinic. I love talking with him just about everything, not just only the pain, but he's knowledgeable about medicine, vitamins, and he's just did me wonders.
My name is Kenneth Gaines, and I'm here at Dr. McGlonian's office, the best doctor on the planet. When I first came in here, I had so much pain I couldn't even do anything. Now I'm going fishing. I feel good about myself, self-esteem. My appetite is good. I'm sleeping good. Now I'm thinking about doing a whole lot of other things I didn't used to do. But thanks to Dr. McGlonian and the medicines and this technique and the friendly people and stuff that work here, made me able, plus they love me and I can't help for coming back. I feel better every day.
Yes, I've been coming here for about 5 to 6 months, and I have noticed I have been explained a lot more about pain. I've been given more detail than just coming in and being just medicated out and sent out the door. He goes through a lot of stuff about what can cause your pain. He encourages you to watch the videos to learn more. I'm losing weight. I thank God for that because I haven't lost weight in a long time. And I've lost about 22 pounds. And my friends can see a big difference in me, and so can my family. And I really appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Tammy Franklin. I am a patient with Dr. McGolian. He gave me my injections for my knees, and since then I was able to do more on my exercise and rehabilitation. I'm actually now on the treadmill for 20 minutes, the bike for 20 minutes. I'm doing 10 sets of squats. It works excellent.
Dr. McGolian told me about the medication zinc, vitamin C, D, and zinc. And on the floor in the prison, 160 inmates were sick with COVID, and they couldn't recover. And I told them about the vitamin C, D, and zinc, and now all of them are doing better. All of them are up and they're active, and they're all extra grateful about learning about the zinc.
In this first part of the video, I'm going to go over the study design very briefly, because a lot of that was available in the pilot project that we published last year, and it's available in the link below. Also, the actual supplements, over-the-counter supplements, were shown in that video. So I'm going to describe them, not show them, and I'll just going to highlight some new points. Again, we decided to recommend patients to take over-the-counter supplements. Primarily that was done before the vaccination was available. And by the way, we have full vaccination practice. I'm fully vaccinated. We encourage staff to vaccinate. My family is fully vaccinated. So we still feel that there is a need for over-the-counter prophylaxis because of the variants, because some people cannot get vaccinated, do not want to get vaccinated. So again, we're for vaccination, but we still feel there is a need for over-the-counter prophylaxis as well. So we had about 53 subjects who took supplements and 60 who did not want to. We monitored them. That created a natural kind of controlled group. And the supplements were the following. The main one was zinc. Well, zinc associated with modulation of immune function, including activity of natural killer cells, neutrophils, block entry of pathogens, increases cilia. Cilia is the like small hairs, if I can say, as if microscopic hairs on the surface of the cells that move, like in the respiratory system, they move mucus, and if you have strong cilia, they move mucus fast. It protects your body. And as when there are other mechanisms, one of the important one is the potential for blocking virus replication. Remember one of the videos we talked about this like copy machine that copies the virus inside the cell. So it's like jams this machine that replicates the enzyme that copies the virus. So this is zinc. However, zinc was known for a long time. The problem is you need to get zinc inside your cells. So how you do that? And for that purpose, we use zinc ionophores. And we use two, which are available over the counter. One is called Quina Bark, Quina derivatives we discussed in the previous videos, also available in the article. Quina has been shown to has an independent antiviral activity against the COVID-19. Anti-TNF. TNF is one of the molecules that are associated with this storm, cytokine storm. Again, I'm oversimplifying the body that actually can make people feel very sick or kill them. And we use something called quercetin, Quercetin. I think we showed it again the previous video. And it's bioflavonoid. It means it basically comes from plants as a kind of pigment. And for example, it comes from apples, from buckwheat, from some other plants. And it's something called polyphenol. It actually pushes zinc inside the cells. It's zinc ionophore. And that, as we said, blocks the replication. There is also a speculation or assumption that it also interferes with S spike. You remember this coronavirus with those spike proteins that immunization works against. So it interferes with the binding with the receptors. Okay. We also tested vitamin C, which is known to enhance immune system, again, NK natural killer cells. There was a study that suggested that it may decrease duration of flu-like symptoms. I'm going to go, maybe effect independently is moderate, but in combination may be significant. Vitamin D3 doesn't require introduction. We have a video. It is necessary for immune function and decreases mortality from all causes. Vitamin E enhances immune system and reduces risk of infection, primarily in older population. Modulates T cell. T cell is one of the immune cells, and it modulates anti-inflammatory response, affecting inflammatory mediators. We also added L-lysine, which improves immune system function and works together with augments basically the action of vitamin C. There were some other additional methods that you can find in the articles, and we typically use 25 milligrams of zinc. We recommend about 10 drops of Quina, 400 to 800 milligrams of quercetin, 1 gram of vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams, 1,000 units at least to twice a day of vitamin D3, 400 units of vitamin E, and 500 milligrams of L-lysine. We found that there was a significant difference in both the frequency of COVID-19 symptoms. And again, initially we even didn't have testing, then we got testing. So some of the subjects were diagnosed clinically and because there was no testing, and then later they were diagnosed with testing. So there was a difference in frequency of COVID-19, and we made some statistical model to estimate exposure. These patients were seen in the hospitals and other offices. And to some extent, it's statistical extrapolation, but we resulted in simple ratio analysis, odds ratio analysis, and binomial analysis that both were statistically significant. It's in the article showing that there was a substantial difference in the frequency of COVID-19 diagnosis between a group that took the supplements and did not, and in the non-COVID-19 flu-like symptoms. I also want to mention that we are independent practice with no funding from the government or anybody else for these purposes. And there are some limitations, and I want to talk about them. So the study was obviously not double-blinded, right, or even blinded in any way. Maybe some subject took only part of the regimen. It's hard to take so many supplements every day. It's something called self-reporting. So we need to ask people, did you take it? Did you take it every day? And it may or may not be reliable. And we fully understand that when I ask patients, do you take them? They tend to say yes, because they may be concerned that if they don't take the supplements, they would not, I would suspect them not taking medications as well. So that's typical for that type of studies. We recommend to interpret this as a pilot study, and we recommend conducting big double-blind controlled studies. So, I'm MD, PhD, so it's a little bit kind of an interesting situation. On my PhD side, I noticed this shortcomings. I think it was still worthwhile making and publishing the study to draw attention to this. But on my MD side, I can tell you that the risks of these supplements are very low to none if they taken correctly. I mean, for 99% of people, always ask your doctor. It's not a medical advice, but typically the risks are very low, and there is a potential for benefits. So on my MD side, I'm strongly supporting this, and to some extent, I'm even supporting it for people who are vaccinated but exposed like we are to high-risk patients or high-risk situations, because the variants are there. Unfortunately, there were cases of infection, even deaths, in fully vaccinated people from Delta variants, and they're reporting new variants every month, every other month. So we want to keep our immune system in the best shape possible. And again, I want to thank my team and everybody who supported this study, who participated, and I hope everybody will be healthy and we get over this pandemic soon. Thank you.